What if I told you that moving abroad could actually make you money instead of draining your bank account? Sounds insane, right? Well, it's true. Across the globe, governments and tiny towns are actually begging people to move there. And they're sweetening the deal with cash, free land, even houses for €1. Why? Without people, economies die, schools close, businesses collapse, and villages disappear. History proves that this works. Remember the US Homestead Act? Millions of acres were given away to attract settlers. And now Italy, Spain, Canada, anywhere in the world that you maybe dreamt of living, even remote islands, South Pacifica or Spain, please move here, they are saying, we'll pay you. In today's video, I will reveal to you 10 places where you can get paid, land or housing just to live there. The most amazing one is going to be number 10. So stay tuned. I'm also going to be covering the unique lifestyle perks that makes each one worth considering. So stay tuned. Welcome back to the Next Level Life Hacks, where we take the next steps needed to grow towards our financial freedom and success. Now, let's be clear. This isn't some fantasy or clickbait. These are real government initiatives designed to save dying communities. Here's what you're going to learn in this video. Which countries and towns are offering money or land, the exact incentives from cash or free homes, the lifestyle advantages of living there, and of course, a little humor along the way, because what's life without laughing at the fact that you can buy a house for less than your Starbucks order? The first place that is going to pay you to move there is Italy. Think of pizza, wine, and a paycheck. Italy has been leading the charge with its €1 homes and relocation grants. The perks of living there is that you're not just getting money, you're living in a country where wine is cheaper than bottled water and history is actually everywhere. Imagine telling your friends, oh yeah, I bought a house in Italy and it costed me just €1. They would look at you like you're crazy. They would say to you, wait, you paid less for a house than I did for parking in downtown Atlanta? Crazy, right? The second place is Spain. Think of sun, sangria, and subsidies. Spain's rural villages are desperate for families. They're offering free housing and monthly stipends if you move in and actually bring your kids. The perks there are top-rated healthcare, low cost of living, and a food culture where tapas is basically a religion. Plus, siestas are built into the culture. Try telling your American boss, hey boss, I'm sorry, I can't join your 2 p.m. Zoom because hey, that's nap time. But here what? In Spain, that's actually called Tuesdays. Live freer, enjoy good company and a freer lifestyle, move to Spain. The third one is Ireland. Think of Emerald Isles and Big Grants combined. Ireland's Our Living program will give you up to €84,000 in renovation grants if you actually move to one of its underpopulated islands. The perks of living in Ireland are rugged coastlines, friendly people, Guinness on tap, and cottages that look like they belong on a postcard. Your fourth place is going to be Chile. And consider it cash for dreamers. Chile wants entrepreneurs. They have a program known as Startup Chile, where they will give you up to $80,000 in equity-free funding to move your business there. The perks are that if you live in Santiago, there is modern, vibrant vibes, and it is nestled between the Andes and the Pacific. It's like having New York City energy with a Colorado scenery. And if your startup fails, guess what? You will fail with a mountain view instead of in your parents' basement. The next one is Canada. Free land, maple syrup, and moose. Small Canadian towns, especially those in Saskatchewan, I hope I'm saying that properly, and Manitoba, they offer you free land plots to attract residents. The perks are free healthcare, some of the cleanest air on earth, and neighbors who actually apologize when you bump into them. The downside is that you're going to need a snowblower the size of a pickup truck. The perks are that the land is free and maple syrup flows like liquid gold. The next one is Pitcairn Island, which is like a remote paradise. This tiny British territory in the South Pacific has fewer than 50 residents. They will give you free land if you commit to living there. The perks are crystal clear waters, peace, and a community so small everyone will know your name, whether you want them to or not. The downside is that maybe the nearest Walmart is like 3,000 miles away. But hey, sometimes it's better not to have one near, just get away from it all. The seventh one is St. Martin. Think of cash, flights and housing. This Caribbean paradise offers cash grants, actually $1,100 for singles and $2,000 for couples. They offer you free flights, hotel stays, and actually shipping if you're moving there. Look at the perks of St. Martin. You have beaches, sunshine, the Caribbean vibe, and no winter coats ever to wear there. So guess what? If you are currently living in Maine, Portland, or Canada, and if you want somewhere that has 12 months of tropical weather and sunshine, then St. Martin is a place for you to be. Plus, guess what? They'll give you perks to move there. Basically, they're going to be paying you to live where others pay thousands to vacation. And guess what? If you move there and you actually open like an Airbnb business, that's additional income. Let's pause this list for a while. Remember that especially if you have a remote job that pays you in euros or US dollars or UK pound, and they pay you to work from anywhere in the world, you could basically relocate to these locations every few years and you are being paid to relocate. So you remove that relocation cost. You have a stable income that has a strong exchange rate in some of these countries. Therefore, your standard of living would be extremely high, much higher than what you're currently living. Plus, you are being paid to live there. Stay tuned for the number 10 country because that one is going to blow your mind. Well, the 8th one now is Ambert, France. Do you actually realize the exotic and unique places that we're talking about across the world? You have maybe watched these places on movies or dreamt of them. They seem so exotic, exciting and romantic, but hey, with this content today, you're realizing that you can actually move there and you don't even have to worry about leaving your family behind, because as you realize, some of these countries are paying you to move your family. Now, the benefit of Ambert is that it provides home for €1. And yes, you heard me correctly again, €1. So that is 2 places that is actually paying you €1 for housing there. Now, Ambert is a town in central France. It offers you housing for €1, but yes, there is a catch. If you promise to renovate it. But think about it. You're going to be purchasing a house anywhere else in the world, and you're going to be spending so much for the land and the house, plus you're going to be having the cost to renovate the property itself. When, guess what? You're going to be getting the house in Ambert, France for the €1, and then whatever you were going to invest in the renovation, you can easily invest it here. Think of French bread, French wine, French everything. Now sure, your fixer upper is going to need a new roof, a new walls and plumbings and so on, but hey, you can easily have croissants on demand. That's an extra benefit that's worth it, right? Your 9th place is going to be, and man, I hope I pronounce it properly, but you'll forgive me, Glommerskras. And that's in Sweden. And this provides cash for families. Remember I said that you don't have to worry about leaving your family behind because some of these countries actually pay you to bring your family. That might be good for some, bad for some, because you might want to leave your family behind. Now, this tiny Lapland offers 10,000 SEK dollars, which equates to around $900 to families with kids. The perks are northern lights, endless summer days, and a welfare system that is actually one of the best in the world. Plus, guess what? Your kids can say that they grew up sleighing with huskies to school instead of riding that boring bus to school. Your 10th and final place, and I think these places are getting harder to pronounce the further they are on the listing. This one is in Greece, and I'm going to try again. I'm going to say it is pronounced Antikythera. I'll put the spelling on the screen and you'll forgive me if I'm wrong. But this is a place where you can get land, home and cash. This little Greek island will give families €500 per month for 3 years, plus a house, plus a land for 3 years. Let me repeat that. €500 per month for 3 years, plus a house and land. Now, what are the perks? Mediterranean food, island living, and water so blue you would think that your Instagram filter is broken, but it's not. The downside is that everyone is going to know your business. That happens where you are right now. The upside is that your business meetings can happen on the beach. And there you have it. 10 places that actually pay you, house you, or hand you land just to move there. From pizza and wine in Italy to beaches in St. Martin, the world is literally competing for people like you. The The truth is, not all opportunities are equal. Some want entrepreneurs, some want families, and some just want someone to shovel snow. But guess what? They all prove this. Sometimes the grass is really greener on the other side and cheaper too. Your takeaway today is, don't just ask where can I afford to live. Ask yourself, which country will pay me to live my best life? If you enjoyed this video today, hey, smash that like button and subscribe so that you can get more global opportunities. Hey, drop a comment in the section below to tell me which one of these 10 you would actually move to and which one you think is most exciting even if you would not move there. Thank you for the privilege of your time today. If you know of anyone else that might benefit from this information, who might be thinking of relocating to somewhere else for new experiences or just a new lease on life because life is short and you need to enjoy it and see the world, please share this content with them. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.